everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Fourtress of, a podcast about movies and TV shows and video games and lots of pop culture nerd things. My name is Oscar. I'll be one of your hosts for today. And with me, per usual, are your other three hosts. You have Alex, the Brawn, Brian, the Beard, and Devin, the Brains. I'm bringing it back.
What up?
I'm bringing it back again.
What am I?
I don't know if
I
call
thought you
myself
called
the
me
Brains.
LeBron James
I thought
for a
so
second.
too.
I was like, oh wow.
No, you're the
Thank you.
Brawn.
Thank
I thought he was
so
like
much.
Alex, LeBron, Brian, Allen Iverson, Devin, Shaq.
Devin, Larry Bird. Let's go. No.
I'll take it.
It's NBA All-Star Day.
Yeah.
What's up? It's another beautiful day. We're here to talk about some cool nerdy things. I'm excited.
I'm very
Hell yeah.
excited for this week. I can't wait.
Very nice. Well, let's just get into it. I feel like we're ready to start
I'm ready.
the first segment of the week,
Ready? We're steady.
which we like to call.
Forward.
News talk.
First things up, we got the release date for the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series. Finally,
At last.
it's coming May 25th.
That's not that far.
I'm very excited.
I was so mad at first because that was like, why didn't y'all May the 4th? Come on,
Oh.
how'd y'all miss that? What y'all releasing that day?
Oh.
But then apparently I realized it's the 40th anniversary since A New Hope. 40th or 45th? I can't remember.
Oh wow.
And so I'm like, okay, that makes a little more sense. But also, what are you releasing on May the 4th then? Who knows? Whatever.
Nothing.
What was the world even
Um,
like?
Some
before
cool
that?
merch in the store.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
you know what? I would love a new like Star Wars game. That'd be fun. I used to
Yes.
like all the Star Wars games are always like fun, no matter how shitty they are.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
coming out with that Lego Star Wars, the super
Oh
Lego
my
version,
gosh.
wof
Man, there's a lot of
everything ever in the world.
Lego Star Wars games. Those are pretty fun
Like-
too, honestly though.
They are
I
fun.
would love some DLC for Jet Fallen Order. That would be great. To like.
I don't
get
want
into
that.
again.
No.
Mm,
I mean, they're just making two.
I want
they're
Knights of the
fuck
Old
it.
Republic. Sorry.
yeah, I'm ready for that as well.
Yeah. And then the other big thing is John Williams is coming back to score the Obi-Wan theme.
Hell
Which
yeah.
is kind of crazy because he was like, I'm done with Star Wars at the end of the last trilogy. He was done. So it's kind of cool that he comes back one more time to do
That's
this.
super
Oh,
exciting.
is he
I think
just doing the theme song or is he doing the whole score?
Apparently, he's just doing the Obi-Wan theme.
Oh man,
is what is
wow.
what they're reporting.
Interesting.
So,
Hmm.
yeah,
They got it, but since it's a show, they have to keep it in line with the theme of like these like Western, like like Mandalorian and Boba Fett. They're both like
I hope
just, like-
not. I kind of hope it's a little
I
different,
hope so too.
I
I
just
would
feel
like
like
it to be.
considering he's a Jedi and not a cowboy bounty
But it's
hunter.
another
Yeah.
dust story. They just cannot get off of Tatooine.
I mean, I am very sick of Tatooine at this point,
It's gonna
and
be
we're
more
just gonna get
Tatooine.
more desert Tatooine.
So everyone's favorite.
How is this desert planet that everyone says is so insignificant the most important piece of?
And also,
Trash
why
in
does the
the
planet
universe.
only have one city on the entire planet?
Whoa, there's two. Okay,
Oh,
well,
I'm
there's
sorry.
three.
No, there's like 3 cities. They all just look exactly the
There's
same.
Freetown.
They sound the
There's
same
Mos
too.
Espa and Mos Eisley, as we learned from Book of Boba Fett,
Oh,
Right.
I wouldn't
Must
know.
ask
I haven't
Why are
figured
they
Yeah.
all
it out.
Mas? No Mas.
because it's a thing.
Star
No
Wars
mas.
language. Why is the music in Star Wars called jizz? Who knows? Doesn't matter. Whatever.
Interesting.
I just want a trailer.
Yeah,
You know
please,
what?
let's get
Actually,
it.
I'm glad you
Mhm.
said that because the other day when I heard that it was getting announced, I was looking online. I was like, I wonder if there's a trailer. And I got fucking punked. I watched the entire length of a fan made trailer. And I was like, dang, this show looks fucking hype as hell.
I hate people that do
Oh,
that.
no.
I
And then
hate,
as it goes on, I was like, you know what? They're kind of spoiling a lot of what's probably going to happen in this show. I was like, they sure are kind of revealing a lot for the first trailer. And then again, I was like, wait, like, haven't we seen this shot about 8 times by now? Like, this is kind of like not the best
didn't
coverage.
he already fight General Grievous?
And then I was looking at the comments and I'm like, oh, fuck, they got me. They got me good.
Dude, yeah. Fuck people like that, okay? I don't hate them, but I dislike them strongly. You know
It's
who
just
you
funny
are.
because you get that whole trailer, and then at the end, it's like made by Sonic Fan 3870. It's like,
And
Yeah, I was like,
Right.
they
damn
always,
it.
put, they always put such a good thumbnail. Like they put some
Yep.
kind of shot you haven't seen before, and it's like, oh, this looks
Yeah.
real. And then you click on it, and it's just like clips from like the original. Man, fuck those people.
Or it's like at the beginning, it's like Lucasfilm presents, but like the F is backwards. Or something.
They really did a good job tricking me.
Oh, that's really funny. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know when we'll get that trailer because I don't know what big events are happening between now and May, but
but it has
they
to
might
be
just
soon,
drop
right?
it randomly. Yeah, I would imagine so.
It was dropping on a random Tuesday.
So we'll see. Very excited.
Looking forward to it.
Mhm.
Hayden's back. Let's do it.
That's what I'm excited for. My boy.
Next up, just a little quick announcement. Netflix, they said they're making the BioShock live action movie, which is cool. It's Netflix.
I think it's cool.
I don't know.
It's interesting that it's Netflix.
It could be cool.
I'm not sure who I would nominate to do this, but sure.
Someone with more budget.
Why
I don't
not?
know.
I'll take
Is
it.
this why my monthly subscription went up by $1? Is it because of this show?
Yeah.
Let's fuck them for that. I'd rather pay less than have this show. I'm be real with
I
you.
mean, they did a good job with Castlevania, although that that was animated,
True.
but that was the Netflix studio thing. So
Netflix is hit or miss.
It
So
could
I'm
be good.
not. Yeah, we'll see.
I just feel like BioShock it seems like a pretty high budget concept.
Sure,
It's gotta be
Just
right.
the look of it. So
sure.
that's what worries me slightly.
Mhm.
I could see this working as an anime, honestly.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
absolutely.
I wonder also, are they doing the like the first game, or is it going to be like a spinoff? I wonder what the story's going to be like.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We have very little info though. Hollywood Reporter reported that there's still no writer or filmmaker currently attached. So
Okay.
there's literally nothing to this
Okay.
movie. It's just
They got the
we're
rights.
doing it
Okay.
in
sure.
5 to 10 years.
I mean,
Interesting.
people love Infinite a whole lot, so I feel like they probably expand on that concept.
Yeah, that
Infinite
was
more
honestly
so.
my favorite story of all the games that I played.
Yeah. I think one's super cool. I think that's the coolest version. But Infinite would probably make the most sense.
It might be tough to do like the murky, like underwater kind of mystery one because like that depended very much on you being alone against like. So that might be hard to make a show around.
I feel like they should either do Infinite or they should do like what happened during the Rapture, like the moments before the first game starts.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
That's
cool.
true.
So Netflix, I know you're listening. Heed our words.
Yep.
Consider it
Yeah.
making
Don't
it
fuck
an
it
anime
up.
and do one of those 2 story plots. Nothing else.
Consider Alex as a director since you don't have one yet.
I'm available.
If you need a gaffer, I'm here.
If you need a big daddy, I will wear a big helmet.
Hell yeah.
That's our final piece of news real quick. Because it's hilarious. Blue's Clues is getting a No Way Home style Spider-Man movie.
Heck, yes.
Potential spoilers for Spider-Man No Way Home. Check the time codes for everything. This is hilarious. It's fucking
I
hilarious.
knew it, but I didn't know this is what was gonna be the first one to come out. I told
You called it. You did call it.
on the podcast. I said
Mhm.
we're gonna have everyone's gonna try to do exactly this now.
Yeah, you heard it here
In no
first.
world did I expect it to be
Blue's
Blue's
Clues.
Clues.
Blue's Clues.
To be the
Yeah.
first. I thought it was gonna be Batman or some shit. And then here comes motherfucking Steve from goddamn 2001 is like, yep, I'm the
Right.
Tobey Maguire of this universe.
I mean, it probably still will be Batman also, but yeah, I would have never thought that Blue's Clues would jump into this idea.
I love
It's
it though.
kind of genius.
It's so
though.
good. It's so good.
It's what the people want. Just give everybody these kind of things. right?
Exactly.
We
I
want
mean,
these
Blue's Clues still
crossovers.
exists, so children still watch it.
Yeah.
And also millennials have children now. And millennials love
Mhm.
Steve because that's what we grew up with. So it's just
Yeah.
it's perfect. They did the best thing ever. I don't know who the
Perfect
second
storm.
dude is. I don't know what happened between Steve and this guy that here's now. But apparently there's some other dude. He exists. He's the
Yeah, there
Andrew
was a
Garfield.
second guy that took over after Steve.
Mhm.
I don't know who this new one is. This new guy's they rebooted the show recently,
Multiple times.
apparently.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and so it's just so funny.
I love it.
I even think it's in New York City too.
Do they have a trailer or any like content? I've only seen like the photo.
Yeah, I've only seen a still image. I don't think
No.
there's a trailer yet. No.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
gonna see it. I'm excited.
Okay, so next we
I'm
get,
gonna
we get
see
the
it.
Batman one.
I hope
We'll
they get some mail. That's my favorite damn
a
part.
Blade one at some point.
I'm getting Paramount Plus for Halo and Blue's Clues.
Yep.
I
Absolutely.
we literally just canceled our Paramount subscription. We're like, we're not using this. And then like the day later, all this stuff drops. I'm like, oh wow.
Blues Clues dropped, and you're like, maybe I should keep this.
We'll get it back when everything's
Who
out.
would have thought?
I'll wait for things to come out. There's just nothing on there at the moment.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
that's
man,
fair.
is it coming?
Ugh. All right, that is it. We've done it. We successfully got through the news very briefly.
Woo!
Let's move on to our main topic of the week. But first, we've done it again.
Oh,
We are in
boy.
a weird fortress this week, potentially. It's filled with a lot of different shit. It's also filled with the Rams winning the Super Bowl. Get fucked, Bengals. No.
Whoa.
Wow.
Because it looks like we're in the fortress of
Madden
the trailers
94.
From the Super Bowl and
The
other
80s
trailers
when
that
the
weren't in
Bengals
the
and
Super
beyond.
Bowl.
went to the Super Bowl.
It's just- there's a lot of trailers.
The Super Bowl
There's a lot of different
and
trailers.
beyond. Yeah.
Millennials are now old enough to enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show.
Ooh,
That's very true. It was pretty dope.
loved it.
Pretty dope.
Yeah. Best halftime show of my fucking life. That was amazing.
Yeah, That's so good.
Oh, I still can't discount Prince, but it's pretty damn close.
Prince looking at heaven right now. He's like, y'all better shut the fuck up. I
I'll come back and kill you.
No, I feel like Prince would have liked it.
Yeah, so we're just gonna use this week to kind of just talk about the massive amount of trailers that came out the past like week and a half, mostly during the Super Bowl, but some afterwards and before that we haven't gotten to yet. So let's just get into it. Let's start with, for at least for me and probably Devin, the biggest one of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
I'm sorry.
Teaser came out.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, what rings are we talking about again?
I said
I only know one
I said
ring.
of me and Devin, to be fair. I was so like, this is the only, I mean, I didn't think Marvel was doing anything. We'll get to Doctor Strange later, but this was the one that I was looking forward to the most when the Super Bowl was happening. I was like, just give me this. This is all I need. This is all I want.
Why is there black people?
Oh, no, Brian. Well, Brian, it's because, black people didn't exist in Middle Earth, this historical land and place. So there can't be black people there because they're not real.
We'll talk about it. I'll let you guys talk about the good parts of the trailer. And then we'll
let's
talk about the
good
discourse
parts, not the
that happened
ridiculous
from
parts,
the nerds.
guys.
Right. Nerds had a very big issue with things that's super funny to me, knowing Tolkien as a person.
We'll get into it because I am extremely disappointed. But first, I just overall, I liked it. I'm intrigued. I'm trying not to do much deep diving into this because I just kind of want to watch it. But my biggest worry based off the trailer is that it's going to look too smooth hobbity CG-ness instead of more practical trilogy,
Right.
OG trilogy-ness. That's my biggest worry. That, and it's just not going to be the same if they don't have the same kind of the same music.
Right.
Howard Shore's music throughout.
True.
But I'm fine. It's fine. But I'm mostly just worried about the look and how much CG. But other than that, I thought it looked pretty good, pretty interesting. We'll see.
I'm excited. It looks like that first. So that first, I've like done deep dive on this trailer, okay, and like that first shot of like that port city is going to be Numenor, which is like the island nation that of where Aragorn's descended from, and like it eventually, spoiler alert for everybody,
turns to shit.
It eventually, like Sauron corrupts it and it literally sinks into the sea and goes away.
Oh wow!
So like it'll be cool to see.
#Florida.
Like the story of Lord of the Rings overall should be, it's like sad. It's about like peoples and stuff that like used to be great and that it kind of like degrades. So I hope that they cover that. Like I hope it's not too happy go lucky. Like, oh yay, like second age, like let's kill some orcs, like let's yay, like it should be. There should be some very dark moments, but I hope that they ride that balance pretty well. And then also like they're gonna be it's gonna have Elrond and Galadriel as like younger versions of themselves.
Cool.
But Galadriel, even then, is like still the oldest elf alive. Like she's
right.
Like there in
She's
the
still like
stage.
thousands of years old.
Do we have any of the same actors coming from the original?
No.
The main blonde woman you see, that is the new Galadriel.
That's
you see
Galadriel.
in the trailer.
And then the guy with like the really good hair, that's young Elrond.
Really good hair.
So what's the timeline for this? How many years ago in the past are we
It's
looking
like
at?
thousands of years. It's before the Battle of the Last Alliance. So it's way before, like it's in the second age. So
It's like thousands. Yeah. It's a while.
Good God, these elves are old as shit.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They live like for a long time.
It's cool when
Yeah.
you live forever. For very
Also,
long.
they're going to get into the character of Gil-galad, which you see there. Like he kind of looks up at one moment, and he's like the big head honcho elf. And before the Battle of the Last Alliance, he's like one of the main ones. It's like kind of realizing that what Sauron's doing and stuff. So I don't know, but either way, the action should be kind of in the west of Middle Earth and in some areas.
Real
that we
quick,
haven't
potential spoilers for a lot of this stuff. So check all the time codes in the notes for if you don't want to hear anything about any of these trailers and shows, because we're probably going to do a lot of potential spoilers.
We're going to talk about
again potential, because we except I know that Devin had some writing credits for this Lord of the Rings show, so these spoilers might be 100% fact.
That's the lore master.
But yeah,
But just be
like,
aware.
It seems like they're going to do a pretty loose, like adaptation of like stuff, because like the second age is very vague. Like I don't think Tolkien really directly addressed a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of cool stuff they could get into. Like they could get into, I don't know, just all kinds of stuff. But it is going to be cool. I worry that like that they'll be, for dramatic tension, that they'll make Galadriel, like, because they're younger, her and Elrond are younger, they'll be more like impulsive and kind of more juvenile, and I don't really want that, but it'll maybe do stuff for the show. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I think that last shot of like the guy screaming in the battle, I think that's a flashback to the first age. I don't know. Sorry, I could get into it a lot, but either way, I'm pretty excited for it.
No, that's good. Yeah, because like we do get like it does seem like they. I mean, this was the most expensive show like ever made.
Ever made.
In the
It's
history of
crazy.
ever.
How much money they put into this show.
It better look damn good.
It'd just be cool, like because like the more you learn about, the more you dive into like the Lord of the Rings lore, the more you learn about like the War of the Ring, that like the main characters that Lord of the Rings that we know, that was like such a small part of like this huge
Right.
conflict that lasted, you know, millennia.
Wow.
And like I hope they really do a good job of like.
And Sauron's like he's the big bad of the Third Age, but he's really there
He's a
was way
servant.
worse.
Yeah, he's a servant to somebody way
he's not the biggest bad there ever was been.
And so I hope they like cover that and kind of introduce that to all Lord of the Rings fans that might not have like gotten into that lore so much. I hope they do a good job of like filling out that world that, you know, that we like.
I mean, and it's cool. Like we get some looks at different environments. I did do some little bit of dive just because like I saw some stuff that there is a character in there that is kind of like a predecessor to hobbits, because there are no hobbits at this point yet, but there is a character that is like the pre-evolutionary being to hobbits, so which I found interesting. That, and then we're seeing dwarves, and this is where a lot of the complaints that we'll probably talk about now.
There's some dark moments, like Devin said. The dark moments are they're people of color in this show. They're dark.
I really hope the show's a little darker.
Yeah, a little darker than we're used to.
Yeah, we've got a black woman playing a dwarf and a black man playing an elf. And people, I was telling you guys like off air. No, there's no fandom that's untouchable and no fandom that's pure in anything. And I this was the first time that I really experienced. I was like, because like Lord of the Rings is my favorite franchise of all time, and I was like, damn, I've never been more disappointed with my with my own franchise's fandom, and I was just like, it sucks.
I hate white nerds. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I have a whole rant about this. It's gonna be quick. I'll make it short. I'm not super invested in Lord of the Rings, so let that be a preface to what I'm gonna say here. So all of you people that are very butthurt about what's happening, one, Tolkien very much was anti-racist during the time that he existed, and very much opposed, you know, World War II and all that kind of shit going on with that. He was never a person that believed in, like, yes, his character is very Anglo adjacent, and that's fine, but he also said that he made a world that was also supposed to be inferred so people can build upon it. So that's one thing that was very important to Tolkien when he wrote the books, that it wasn't that everyone's supposed to be white people. But these stupid fucking nerds decided they wanted to make it a huge deal that they were black people, and this is funny to me especially because it's been a big unfortunate thing that's been talked about recently in World of Warcraft as well, because they recently added more color choices when it comes to race, when it comes to in that game recently. That happened like maybe 2 years ago at this point. And people have issues with it. They're like, blood elves, these elves shouldn't be black because where they exist from, they should be white. And these people don't exist. It's not real. None of this is real. They're not real people. Yeah. It does not matter where they are on the equator because this world does not exist. Azeroth is not real. Middle Earth is not real. Like, so fuck whatever you think about this thing. People want to be represented in their media, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It doesn't hurt anybody. It only helps the people that want to see the people that they want to see that look like them. So these nerds using weird quotes from Tolkien to be like, yes, this is why this shouldn't exist. It's very weird energy, and I don't know why that's such a big thing, but it happens a lot in these spaces.
And also, it's an adaptation. Like, people can do whatever they want, and also, don't watch it then.
So that's
shut the fuck up and don't watch it.
Also, kind of my thing is, if you're so worried about, oh no, Tolkien's works are being decimated, they're being destroyed, they're ruining it. You'd be upset that Amazon is working on this. You'd be upset that big business is
That's my biggest problem with it.
Like, there's much more worse problems than.
So you're fine that Jeff Bezos himself has his dick directly up this like TV series. But you're mad because a black dwarf exists.
Right.
I get being mad that she doesn't have a beard. That's fine. I'll accept that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's
There's one point I wanted to add to this. When Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings, he basically did it because he looked at like Greek and Roman mythology and he said, oh, like we don't have that for England, right? And so he wrote it for England, right? But what is England? England has always been, since the time of the Roman era and probably before, there's been people of color there. There's been mass migrations of people from, northern like Scandinavia. There's there's all these different people mixing and coming together, and just because most of them happen to some of them happen to be white in the past, that doesn't mean that people of color didn't exist in England. Like there's always been people of color in England for a very long time. They've always been part of an interconnected system in Europe. So and with North Africa and stuff like that. So he made the mythos for, he wanted to make a mythos for that, island, right? But that doesn't mean that it's all white people, okay?
Right.
Like the people that are caught up on that just need to grow up a little bit.
Need to grow up, everybody.
And I will say, potential. I don't want to spoil it because I know Alex and Brian, you haven't seen it, and I don't want to ruin the Lord of the Rings. But there's a character in there, and that shows that Tolkien's.
I've seen Lord of the Rings.
All of them. Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I've seen one.
That I can't imagine if they did it now, people would be pissed because it's very feminist. There is a very feminist character in this that does some badass shit that I feel like if they did it now, nerds would blow their mind at what that character does. And it's so ludicrous to think about that because it's just like,
oh, I know what
you didn't complain about it in 2002 or 3 or when the books came out.
Right.
And it's like, shut up. Just shut up.
I'm telling you, people only fight this thing when a certain color exists. And it's very funny to me when you start to notice those patterns where it's like, whether or not it's wokeism only happens when a certain person of color starts to exist in that world, and then people get upset. Anything else can happen.
I also think people are a lot more vocal now as well, which is really annoying.
Stupid. People just are so loud with wrong opinions. I'm sorry. What you say is wrong, and you're stupid, and you deserve to be punished.
I want that on a shirt. What you say is wrong, and you're stupid.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid.
People just are so wrong and loud, and I just don't like that at all. It makes me so upset.
And it's just people not understanding the reality of the world. We're all, I don't know, color is just it was a created concept, but I don't know, Absolutely. This could turn into a very deep conversation.
It could be bad. Any factors aside, it could just be a not well made show. If it is, sure, why not? But shut up. This is not this. It could be a good show. It could be a bad show. Don't watch it then. Seriously, don't watch it then. Yeah. If you care about it that much and it's gonna ruin your look at that world, don't watch it. Don't support it. That's how things do or don't get made is people don't support it. But if not, then just shut up. Shut up.
Exactly. They're gonna watch it anyway. That's the worst part.
Oh yeah, they're gonna watch it and complain about it. Doesn't matter. I'm still very much looking forward to it. I'm can't wait. I'm just happy to go back into that world. I'm nervous. I'm a little hesitant, but I'm still very excited.
Yeah.
I guess I'll watch Lord of the Rings. Fuck.
I was gonna say because it's coming out in September, the first week of September. It looks like
nice.
August could be a big Lord of the Rings month for us. It might be the time we do it. Who knows?
Fine. I have to. At this point, I gotta do it. It's been 20 years. I gotta go ahead and watch Lord of the Rings. It's fine.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah.
Got to.
So potentially look forward to that, listeners. But other quick Lord of the Rings related news. They announced that they're doing an anime film called Lord of the Rings: War of the Rohirrim, coming out on April 12th, 2024. This is brand new news to me. I didn't know that this was even potentially being made, but I'm so down for this. This sounds great. Just the concept
who is a Rohirrim? What is this word?
They are the horseback riders from Rohan. They're collectively called the Rohirrim.
Oh yes, the horseback riders. I'm very familiar.
I don't want to spoil. They do some pretty big shit in the second movie.
I'm super familiar with. I played the game. I played the second game, Two Towers.
Oh, see, there you go.
They do some pretty big stuff in the third movie too. One of the coolest things ever.
That's very true. That is very true.
In any movie.
Is Sam there? I don't know.
No. Yeah, actually, yeah, sure, why not?
There's a lot they could work with this War of the Rohirrim. I wonder if they'll do the one where it was Thengel, Theoden's father, and then when Aragorn joined them when he was younger. I wonder if they'll do
Well,
that.
apparently it takes place 2 centuries before the events of The Hobbit in Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
so probably not.
Yeah. Wow, so we're getting 2 completely different timelines coming up soon.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
I mean, just expanding upon this lore of this world, because there's a lot to this world that's more than just the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, so that people can just play around with, and not get mad at all.
So, and for the main show that's going to be on Amazon that we talked about, do the Rings of Power exist yet? The rings that were in the exposition of the first movie?
They will. Now, whether or
Yeah.
not it depends on how they do the Second Age, because a lot of stuff happened over a long time in the Second Age, and like the Rings of Power are forged in the Second Age, but it depends on how they do it. Because what they probably are going to do is a condensed timeline where like a lot of events happen like very close together, so they don't have to like
Right.
recycle the characters of like humans because they
Everyone's just kind of sitting around for 100
Right.
years, and then
the story could move through the elves, and then you could just tell the story over hundreds of thousands, whatever years. But like they'll probably
Yeah.
just do all the events pretty close together. But the Rings of Power will. I don't know if I think the show will probably handle them being forged because they are.
I kind of
forged in
forgot
the
that we
Second
didn't
Age.
even talk about the rings, and that's what the title is.
That's the only thing I'm interested in. I'm interested in the jewelry and the fashion
Yeah.
and the pointy-eared black people.
Yeah.
I want them to be dripped out. I love to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, so just like more Lord of the Rings stuff, and this other side thing I just thought it came in my head. I forgot that like the video game and rights, or maybe the movie rights as well. Or I think Amazon's about to buy them, which is really sad and
Oh
unfortunate.
wow!
But it might mean we get more Lord of the Rings games in the future.
Those were also great games.
Yeah, those are the movie tie-in games for the Two Towers and Return of the King are some of my favorite
That
games.
game was
They were
dope.
just so well done.
I don't even
Yeah.
know Lord of the Rings. I never had even watched Lord of the Rings at that point, and Two Towers was amazing. I thought it was a super cool game.
Yeah, one of the best video
Yeah.
game movies. Video games. Yeah,
Sure.
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of Lord of the Rings stuff coming up. It's been 2 decades, so it's about time for a reboot, as they would say.
I'm excited
I
to kind of
guess.
see this. I mean, we've had so much Star Wars stuff and like very like, lore heavy things.
It's
I think
true.
deserve more adaptations.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to finally see this get what it deserves, to get more things that are just not the
Mhm.
main books. You know what I mean? So that's kind of
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
If they do it right, it could
And
be
also, if you're
amazing.
that mad, it doesn't erase the movies.
Exactly.
Just go watch them again if you want.
Right.
Doesn't erase them. It's like when people were pissed about that Ghostbusters reboot a
Right.
couple years ago. It didn't erase the other ones. Shut up. Just go.
Just
Alright,
don't
anyways.
stop being mad. Just get
Stop
over
being
it.
Yeah.
mad. Grow up.
Just go-
Dunce.
have some peace and joy in your life, okay?
I don't want to hear your 30-minute rants on YouTube. Shut up. All right. Next monumental trailer that was Super Bowl, and a separate trailer that was released online afterwards. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Holy fuck. Be very aware of potential spoilers for this one, I would say.
That's not
if you
Sonic.
don't want to know anything, skip all of this.
I am so excited. I know I've said many times that I'm not watching any more trailers, but I couldn't not watch this one. And
It's
damn,
one of the best trailers I've
Damn.
honestly seen in a long time. I'll be completely honest.
it was jam packed.
The cinematography,
There's
everything about
so
this trailer
much
is
going
super
on.
cool. And I don't even like Doctor Strange like that.
It was pretty.
I immediately
capturing.
take back when I made that joke earlier where I knew your prediction was that this movie would be just kind of meh. No, I got to take it back. Like, I already got to go back
I think
and
it's
say
gonna be
this
one of the
movie.
I
best
think it's
Marvel
gonna be
movies to
good.
exist. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Fuck, dude.
It
I
looks
think it's
pretty
gonna be
cool.
good.
Let's start with the elephant in the room, I guess. And is that Patrick Stewart's Professor X in the
I
trailer?
have no idea.
It sure as hell sounds like him.
Right.
I didn't know. I was talking to Oscar offline about this. I didn't. I recognized his voice, but I didn't think it was Patrick Stewart until I started seeing like memes about him. I was like, oh, where is he in the
Yeah.
trailer? I had to rewatch it. I was like, well, I still didn't see him anywhere. So what are people talking about?
Yeah. He's in that like Council of Rick kind of looking thing,
Yeah.
Which it seems to me, it looks like they're doing a version of the Illuminati, which is in the Marvel comics. The Illuminati is basically all the big heads of the major teams coming together. So it's like,
Oh,
and it kind of
cool.
interchangeable, but a lot of the core ones are like Professor X, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Namor, who is like Marvel's Aquaman, and Mr. Fantastic. Those are kind of like and one of the Inhumans, the main guy, I can't remember, Black Bolt. Anyways, but it's like mostly those are like your main core, and they kind of are just kind of a bunch of fuckheads that are like know-it-alls that are like take care of the world's problems and like make sure everything is good and
Wow.
not. they're the reason they send Hulk to space, because they're like, he's a little too dangerous. Let's check him into space, type of shit. And like, so it 100% seems like they're doing a version of this, whether or not it's like a multiversal version, which that could explain why Patrick Stewart is in this. Maybe he's in a multiverse of Illumino. Very Council of Ricks, like someone had said. I don't know.
Yeah, all those robots that were kind of escorting him to the council
Yeah.
to get like judged or whatever.
Those
It
look like
felt
Ultron
very
drones.
yeah, it
Yeah,
looked
they
like
look like
Ultron. And
Ultron bots.
it felt very much like Loki esque.
There's
Yeah.
so much chaos
Which
now.
I'm super excited to see how the end of Loki kind of finally implements into like the greater Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And now Doctor Strange will probably be dealing with all these, like different realities and stuff. It looks like it's going to be split between like, so there's that one version of Doctor Strange that looks like order, and then the other one, like the dark Doctor Strange, maybe is chaos, and maybe like they're kind of fighting, like he's kind of stuck between the two of them, or maybe they're both like part of him and they both break off or something.
Begs the
Yeah.
question: is this the what if version of Doctor Strange, and he just like maybe he just left that pocket universe and maybe Ultron escaped. Maybe Ultron is the what if Ultron broke out of that type of shit and he's a bad guy, which is why you have the Ultron bots. Who knows? I don't understand why he would be a bad guy in this. I don't know. I don't know if he is a bad
It could
guy.
be another one. Maybe it's another.
It could be.
bad
It could.
version of
Yeah.
Doctor
It could just be
Strange.
a different dark Doctor Strange. It could be another thing.
Yeah.
It does feel very what if though, and that's what's kind of interesting. Is like, would they really go for that much of a deep dive to make it, to put that together? Like, I don't know.
I don't think they'd bring the Ultron back because like he was too powerful in What If to like not like they would have to revolve the whole story around him. So I don't.
It's
think
most of
they'd
that
do
Doctor Strange.
They have a lot of elements from What If, like the giant like squid monster was in there.
Right.
Yeah.
The evil Strange.
He
seemed
shoots
like
out
he
the
was in
the
there.
little dragon things.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of what if, I 100% think there is going to be animated characters in this, like at some point.
You think so? Really?
Yeah, like, and you can see it looks like there's in the poster, in one of the posters they released, you can see what looks like Captain Carter's shield in one of the like mirrored fragments that's floating around him. People have been posting about a animated traffic cone in one of the shots or something, which is hilarious.
I feel like
my
we're gonna
God.
see some Into the Spider-Verse type stuff. That's what I'm waiting for.
I think so. I think we'll get some what if characters in this shit.
Some What If and or Into the Spider-Verse.
But they'll do them live action though. The MCU would be ruined if they just like did like the like live action with animated at the same time.
Oh, I'd love it. I would love
it'd
it
be
so much.
goofy.
It'd be so weird. This movie's got to be weird. I think that was the problem with the first Doctor Strange. It wasn't weird enough. And if you're doing a multiverse of madness like this, it's got to be
Strange.
weird.
Mhm.
And knowing Sam Raimi, who's directing it, I think he's all about the weird.
Yeah,
man.
I am so excited. I love his stuff, and I am so excited that he's attached to this film.
Yeah.
I was talking to Oscar. I feel like we were talking about like if there's gonna be any like Evil Dead references, which is some of his like breakout work, or Bruce Campbell, who makes cameos in a lot of his films. If he's gonna be in this movie at all,
Which I 100%
would be
will.
super hilarious. He's like the hero of the Evil Dead. He's got the chainsaw for an arm, and like just has like hilarious one-liners and doesn't take anything too seriously.
I could definitely see him showing up.
But it looks like they're also going to introduce like, okay, so first of all, it looks like Rambeau might be a version of Captain Marvel. It looks like she was in there at one point. And then also, I think the girl standing with him in that doorway when like they're kind of like in that door.
Yeah, who is that girl?
Is out in space. That girl's like, what's her name? Like,
She's America Chavez.
Yeah, and like she's apparently super powerful.
Is that her name, or is that her superhero name?
That's her name. I don't know.
Her name is
I don't remember
America?
if she has one. Yeah, there's people named America.
Whoa,
Anyways,
that's cool.
But yeah, so she has the power to punch holes into reality, basically. Like
Whoa.
every punch she makes creates like a portal, an interdimensional portal type of shit.
Does she scream like Falcon America?
That'd be great. But I think there's potential that she could be the reason the Illuminati show up, maybe. They're like, we can't have this reality punching hole girl here. We got to deal with her in somehow. And maybe that Strange has to like go against them type of thing. Who knows?
Interesting. Is Kanye West going to have a cameo too? Beyonce?
You said Beyonce?
Yeah, the Illuminati is going to be in the movie. Like, are they
no,
gonna be on the
Beyonce
council?
doesn't belong in any movie ever.
But the Illuminati.
I love the Beehive, but
Like, don't give her any lines. But if if Kanye, Jay-Z, and Beyonce are just like sitting on the council table, like that would make my day. That would be so hype.
Pete Davidson will be there, but Kanye can't be there.
You got Professor
that would
X,
be so funny.
you got Doctor Strange, and Kanye all in the same like council. Come on.
Kanye's like, Doctor Strange, you can't just be a dirty skeet wearing your Calvin Kleins.
Oh God.
You just see Beyonce like swivel around in the chair. She's like, yes, the Illuminati is real.
Nope, she can't have words. She can't say anything. She can wave, smile and
Okay,
wave.
okay. We'll give the line to somebody else, and she'll
Then
do
she
that.
busts into like a dance routine.
Kind of gets the line.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh, that would be really funny. But yeah, so like Devin said, it looks like we have a Monica or Mariah. Her mom. Her
think
mom's name
her
is
mom was
Mariah?
Monica,
Maria.
Or Maria. I don't know.
Maria Rambo. I think the daughter's name was Monica. I can't remember. But it looks like one of them or someone else is a version of Captain Marvel.
Right.
It's a multiversal Captain Marvel, or it could be the one from WandaVision. Who knows?
I thought it was actually Captain Marvel. Yeah, I didn't think about it being somebody different. Interesting.
So,
Yeah.
do you guys think Wanda looking like the villain is a red herring? Like it's not a red herring, but it's like it's one of those things where it's like you feel like it's supposed to be that, but it's not going to be that at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be.
I feel like they're
I don't
painting
think
it
it's gonna be her.
on purposefully to make her seem like the villain, but I feel like she's not
Right.
going to be.
Nah, it's gonna be
I
somebody
kind of
else.
hope she is, but I think it could be like a multiverse.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna be doing her own thing at some
She
point.
might be like the villain in the beginning, or like in like the rising climax, and then
Mhm.
like the greater villain reveals their face, and they have to
Yeah.
like set their differences aside or something.
I feel like because they've shown that like Doctor Strange wants to team up with her, I feel like that eventually that's gonna have to go awry. And like she'll discover her kids in another dimension or something and be like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do my own thing.
But
now.
there is that shot in that trailer where there are two Wandas facing each other.
Mhm.
That's
Like
true.
there's one in the Scarlet Witch outfit and there's one covered in blood that's
Isn't
just
that the
regular
zombie
looking
one?
Wanda.
Is that the zombie one from What If?
I think it could be.
What the fuck?
It really
Wait a
could
second.
be. I don't,
She didn't look like a
Like-
zombie, but we did see zombie other people.
strange. It looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah, in What If
Uh,
there was a zombie Wanda. So like I don't know. That's
Yeah.
definitely a hint that it would be doing more with What If, but
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think there's a possibility that there is an evil Wanda that
Right.
is the villain at some point. But I do like Wanda's point where she tells Doctor Strange, is like, you fuck with reality and you're a hero. When I do it, I'm the bad guy. How does that make any fucking sense? And it's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
And I hope they like cover the stuff like from No Way Home, like because Wong's like, you broke reality and like to help a guy get into college, like to help these kids get into college, like they need
Fuck
to confront
MIT,
him.
dude. Like what?
Yeah,
Right.
This movie is just called Responsibilities.
Right. I wanted to save my husband.
Right.
You just wanted to get a kid in a fucking cool school. Fuck him.
I also just like the idea of this could also just be Iron Man's fault again because only reason this happened was because Mysterio and he's in Iron Man's fault. So I just like to blame Tony Stark on everything because it's always his fault. But
even in death, he's still a piece of shit. Never forget.
Yeah. That's another thing is that because Iron Man is part of the Illuminati, do you think we get a Robert Downey Jr. back, a multiverse
I
version?
mean, at some point, there's got to be, right?
I hope not.
I think it's too soon.
I think
maybe not.
it's too
I think it's
today.
too soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe not this one, but at some point, I feel like the MCU will have a different version of Iron Man.
He's gonna be the new Stan Lee, where he just ends up showing up in a lot of fucking random
Yeah.
cameos for no reason.
Yeah. I think there's potential that there is an Iron Man in this. And this again, potential spoilers, but this is kind of floating around that we could see a Tom Cruise Iron Man in this.
Oh.
movie.
What?
Ugh.
Which I'm kind of
no.
a fan of.
No.
And because
No.
one, he'd be the star power to do that if in this movie, the big cameo would be seeing Tom Cruise as Iron Man in this. And two, because he was originally potentially cast as Iron Man before they ended up with Robert Downey Jr. in the
Nope.
first Iron Man.
that just feels so
I'm
weird.
so
I don't
glad
know.
Robert Downey Jr. got off drugs so that Tom Cruise couldn't be Iron Man.
He said, no, sir.
Because Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, that would have
I-
been so boring if Tom Cruise was Iron Man.
Yeah,
I would
Robert
be
Downey
very
Jr.
mad.
literally said, "Hold my beer, bro."
He's like, I
Yeah.
will quit drugs.
I'll quit
so that
drugs
you
for
are
this
not
role.
Iron Man."
If he
Hold-
doesn't
hold
get
my
to be
drugs.
Yeah,
my
I'm not
Let me get on this.
Yeah, I mean that's whatever. It's fine as long as they never do anything with that other than showing Tom Cruise.
Yeah, no, I think it would be a one-off.
It is weird. One
Interesting.
scene
I'm
in the
mostly
middle.
excited in the sense that if they're giving away that this is Professor X, even if it's a multiverse version, what are they hiding? Like, what cameos could they be hiding in this movie if they gave that one away?
Right.
Yeah,
Tom
True.
Cruise.
If I could die the day after this movie comes out if we get Wolverine. If we get Hugh Jackman, sorry, let me finish. If we get a Hugh Jackman Wolverine in this movie,
Wow.
right.
I could die happy.
Plot twist. It's gonna be Tom Hardy.
No!
Hugh Jackman's coming back as Venom. Fuck.
The day that Wolverine is recast will be very, very sad.
Yeah,
It is. It will.
Like,
It's
I would
gonna
rather
happen.
them just retire the character as a whole for film then see him.
See, I'm
recast.
torn between the two because like it would be weird if they do X-Men without Wolverine.
Right.
Totally,
in the MCU.
totally.
Yeah. Or just do like X-23 maybe.
But
You gotta do it. You gotta do it one time and then just kill him.
That's fine. I can accept that.
or do a multiverse and like he's just here, but then when the multiverses kind of go away, he's just gone. you know?
Pietro
I
situation.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But like, is this how they're going to introduce? Like, this has got to be how they're going to introduce the X-Men in the MCU, right? Because Patrick
sure
Stewart
seems
said,
that
like,
way.
It's got to be.
You didn't spend all that money and fight all those fucking lawyers to not reveal some X-Men. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
You and Fox had to fight a hard fight to make sure you weren't a monopoly for this. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
What if they
Right.
do the whole X-Men thing, but they're still not legally allowed to call them mutants? They just call them miracles.
They call
still?
them Tutants.
They call them Tutants.
No, they're Tut.
I was gonna say sand people,
Well-
but that's fine.
Come on.
Oh my god.
It's loud. I don't know. For some reason.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
don't know.
they'll just call them Tuscans. We are the Tuscans.
Boba Fett's gonna come in.
Oh, that's so funny. Me and Alex were talking about this before. Like he said, do you guys think this could be bigger than Spider-Man?
I didn't
I don't
originally.
think Doctor Strange has the star power. I think it'll be crazier than Spider-Man. Like I think there's gonna be a
I
lot
think
more
so,
going
too.
on. I don't think it's gonna have
Uh-huh.
the same impact.
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man will always have nostalgia on its side, but this is gonna be wild.
Right. That's what I was
Like this is
that's what
gonna
I
have
think.
you
I also think
screaming at the
there's
screen.
potential that we get Tobey Maguire in this movie because of Sam Raimi.
He's gonna be every movie
Just
from now
based
on.
off
Yeah,
of Sam
yeah.
Raimi.
Yeah, he did do the first 3 Spider-Man movies.
I hope not. I feel like the impact on the MCU is gonna be huge because like I feel like there's because of how they've been getting more chaotic, like Loki and WandaVision and What If, and we've kind of been building towards like kind of like some crazy stuff. I feel like this is gonna clarify or maybe just make it all crazier. But either way, it's gonna bring it into the live action and like just kind of
Right.
make it.
Do you think this is going to be the end of the multiverse?
No.
Or do you
No.
think they'll still do
It's just the
multiverse stuff
beginning.
after this?
Yeah, I think this is probably the good beginning. I think we're gonna at least
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
more movies based solely on this.
But I guess like
Like
the
more
question
TV
is like
shows.
how many times can you do this before
Right.
it's like, all right,
Right.
it's a lot.
I think
we
it's
get
gonna
it.
get
Right.
bigger. Like the space exploration is getting bigger. The multiverse
Yeah.
exploration is getting bigger. They introduced King the Conqueror, and I
Mhm.
feel like that
Yeah.
can't not go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's gonna have
Right,
to go
exactly.
somewhere.
That's gotta be
Right.
our new big bad, right? I would think.
I would
Right.
hope so. Either him
I don't know
or
because
Galactus.
Galactus or
Yeah.
who knows?
I don't think Galactus is gonna be a big thing until at least 5 movies from now. I don't think it's gonna be a big thing very soon.
Right.
I'm just looking forward to Fantastic Four. I'm hoping that we're gonna see Silver
Mhm.
Surfer and hopefully a Galactus like end of credits type of teaser. That's what I'm calling.
I mean, there's potential we get like a Fantastic Four in this movie. Like Reed Richards is in the Illuminati. We could see a Reed Richards in this, even if
Let's
it is
go.
like, what if it's like old Reed Richards, like from the old Fantastic Four from in the multiverse,
Mhm.
and like he's just in this movie and that's it. I'd be
Man,
down with
imagine
that.
getting a check for
Wow.
that. That's fucking dope.
Hey, Marvel seems to be
Yeah.
all about redeeming past failures.
Jessica Alba just gets a check randomly for showing up.
They could
Chris
fucking do
Evans
it.
shows up again as fucking.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Were any of those Fantastic Four movies Marvel or were they Sony?
Those
They were Fox.
Yeah.
Oh
they?
wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Universal maybe.
They were
know.
terrible. is
No,
what
they were Fox. Yeah.
Were they Fox?
Hmm.
But to touch on what Alex was just saying, like I feel like the more you go into multiverse and comic books always get crazy. Like
yeah.
you start off with like a very grounded, maybe one hero, one villain kind of story, and then eventually it's like anybody can pop up anywhere at any time. You just have to be caught up on everything for anything to make sense. And so it gets very convoluted. So the MCU is like teetering on the brink of that, and it's like they've done such a good job in Phase 1, or like up until Infinity War and Endgame, of like keeping everything very like tightly knit and like well. And now it's just like they're just opening things all over the place. It's like, yeah, we'll do this and this and this and this and this. So
Yeah.
I don't
free
know.
for all.
I'm hoping that this will
It's
provide.
gonna be
some
weird,
direction.
especially when Moon Knight comes out before this.
Right. I just want this to like kind of steer it towards something instead of just kind of more chaos. But I don't know. Who
We
knows?
need an anchor point.
Exactly.
I
Like it
agree.
needs to start telling a cohesive story again.
Yeah, and we don't have that as of yet.
Right.
Yeah. But
So who knows?
I mean that it could be related that because also Kevin Feige in that Eternals documentary of the making of Eternals, he said that Endgame was the last Avengers film, which I think he's fucking around with his words. I think
Maybe
he's full of
the
shit a
last
bit in the
Avengers
sense
game
that
of that kind. Like they'll be like young Avengers or the Avengers with like totally
Right.
different cast.
But I just find it baffling in a world that we will not see the word Avengers in a movie title anymore. It makes too much money, just that word. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if it's not for like another 5 to 10 years, I think we will see another Avengers movie at some point. Also, because it seems so small to only have those 4. Yeah, it was the biggest thing that happened in the universe. But really, two out of those 4 movies were just the same kind of 6 characters.
Right.
And it wasn't really a collective. Like, the Avengers roster changes. So to say that there's no more Avengers movies is kind of, I don't know. I don't know.
It's fucking
weird.
stupid. Yes, I agree.
You're stupid and you're wrong, sir.
But people are gonna get mad because there's gonna be black people in the Avengers eventually. And we don't like that.
Fucking idiots.
People are mad about that? That's always been the case, hasn't it?
Yes, correct.
Huh.
But anyways, that's all of my Doctor Strange notes. So you guys ready to move on and all the theories and
Real quick, the guy that the last shot, that's like a zombie version of Doctor Strange or something? Like what? That
I think
was
it's the
scary.
evil Strange,
Is it
the
Evil
depressed
Strange?
one who absorbs all the different demons.
the what if
from
one?
What If,
I
yeah.
don't know.
It
It
looked
could,
wild.
He had all those damn arms coming on.
yeah, in that Super Bowl spot, the actual one that was shown during the Super Bowl that was shorter. There's more separate footage, and there's another Doctor Strange in there with a really funny looking haircut, which apparently he's called Defender Strange.
Yeah, so he'll be the order one versus the chaos one, I think.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, for all we know, that Doctor Strange is the one in the Illuminati in this. And also we see like Baron Mordo. He's rocking cool new long hair.
Yeah.
He might be in the Illuminati as well. He might be from a different multiverse.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, and he said like the biggest threat to our universe is you, Steven, because it might be like the two, the yin and yang of like the order versus chaos, or like I don't know, but either way, he might not mean our Doctor Strange specifically, but he just means like in all the universes you are a fuck, like
You're a fuck.
sometimes, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
They just, you know what they need to do? They just need to find anyone with a beard like that, like Iron Man or Doctor Strange, and just kill him. Just get him out of here. They're gonna cause nothing but
If
trouble.
you see a dude who looks like that,
If you have a goatee.
I will say, to add one thing to the end of this, is Benedict Cumberbatch looks like a high elf from Skyrim.
This
Like
is
the
true.
default choice when you go to
He
Skyrim
does.
and you just pick
Yeah.
the first choice, that's what he looks like. He's like
True.
a Altmer. 100%.
True.
That's really funny.
That
People would be
more.
okay with it because he's white,
Yeah.
so it's great.
That's all I have to add. Is he just looks like a high elf. The end.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying Skyrim confirmed. 2022.
Oh my god, do you think Skyrim's gonna be in this movie?
Skyrim's
Holy
gonna be
shit.
in the movie, yes. You can play it on the theaters.
That'd be really funny. Moving on. Next big Super Bowl spot we got was Moon Knight, which real short, 30 seconds.
Mhm.
But
Moon Knight's not Sonic.
oh sorry. Oh, do you want to do Sonic first instead?
No, I'll be okay. No, we'll talk about Moon Knight.
We're
It's
saving the
fine.
best for later.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
He's pretty. We know. Come on.
I like how he came up with the in an interview. He said that his accent is weird on purpose. I don't believe you.
I don't believe it at all. You just suck at accents, bro. It's fine.
No, no, he's great. He's probably right, but it's just shut up. It's fine. I'm excited for Moon Knight. I think his costume looks good in motion, which was the biggest worry. I think the cape looks cool. They also said he's going to be more than just Marvel's Batman, which I mean, yeah, he's Marvel's Batman, whatever. But I'm looking forward to this. It looks like we were talked about before. It's very psychological. It's almost like a psychological thriller.
Mhm.
Again, how's this going to tie into the rest of the world?
Right.
Time will tell.
Universe?
Because they gotta.
Who knows?
It looks better than I expected.
Will we get a Blade cameo?
We're getting
Please give us
a Blade cameo.
cameo.
Absolutely. And it's gonna be what's his
Like,
face.
oh,
It's not gonna be
Ugh.
Wesley Snipes, unfortunately. I'm sure.
no, it's not
Ali.
Mahershala.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
already
Mhm.
been cast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's great. He's amazing. He was in Moonlight and
I
a ton
think
of other
he's
great
going to
films.
be really good.
He's a great
That's
actor,
Blade.
but
He's
also
in,
Wesley Snipes still
Luke
exists,
Cage.
and he's not too old. I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like we
but-
should get a cameo of Wesley Snipes at some point.
I'm fine with it.
Well, the way they could do it is that maybe he's not Blade, but maybe he's the Whistler,
Okay.
his mentor. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I doubt it, but that would be pretty cool. Or do Multiverse. Multiverse Blade. Who gives a shit? Just do
Yeah,
it
why
all.
not?
It
It doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
At this point, at this point, we expect it. We open the door.
If you're gonna honor Hugh Jackman by potentially giving him a MCU send off, you got to do the same for Wesley Snipes.
agree.
Come on, he started it.
I mean, he evaded
started
taxes. That's
everything.
fine, but still give him his spot. He deserves it.
he didn't kill anyone.
Right? He just evaded some taxes. We all do it, right?
Hey, don't incriminate yourself, bro.
Brian.
I pay my taxes, not Elon Musk. Calm down.
Yeah. So Moonlight, that's coming out in March. Looking forward to it.
I was not excited, but now it's cool.
All right, let's get to the next big one. Jurassic. No, just kidding. We'll do Sonic.
Don't do this to me. I don't care about Chris Pratt. Give me Sonic. It just said so many words in this trailer. It was dope.
Yeah, I'm excited. What Knuckles is looking fucking jacked.
Badass, dude.
He's evil.
I like how they call him the Winter Soldier because that's hilariously accurate.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
This looks so fun.
Brian, what is the history or the lore behind Knuckles? Do we know?
So Knuckles showed up in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That's where he first became existent. He is the protector of the Master Emerald after Chaos in Sonic Adventure stopped existing.
The Master Emerald's the green one, right?
Yes, the big green one. There's another green one, but it's small. That's one of the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. So he's a protector of Master Emerald. Echidnas protect that. Of course, Eggman, Dr. Eggman wants to get the Master Emerald because it helps you find the Chaos Emeralds because they all exist together. And I guess he recruits Knuckles somehow. Somehow Knuckles wants to be his friend. So Knuckles starts out hating Sonic because he thinks
so the Master one leads you to the other smaller one?
Yeah, so they're all supposed to be together at a shrine. But the Chaos Emeralds always to never be there for some reason.
Because video games.
Yeah, because video games. Why not?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of his history. So he thinks that Sonic, in the beginning, he thinks that Sonic is trying to steal the Chaos Emeralds from him, but he's actually trying to stop Dr. Eggman. So that's why he hates Sonic in the beginning, and then they become friends in the end. And that's what's going to probably happen in this movie.
That'll absolutely happen in this movie.
Knuckles is kind of fucking dumb.
Yeah.
So
I was about to say, if you were to show me Jim Carrey with that mustache, I'd be like, villain, get the fuck out of my face.
This looks like a guy I can trust. A bald man with this fucking mustache. He looks like a good stand-up guy.
But I'm sure in the movie they'll find a way to like utilize Jim Carrey's like charisma to like manipulate him in a really interesting
or he's
hilarious
brainwashed
way. Yeah, or just straight up brainwashed. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that whole thing unfolds.
They did that in the first one. He was the best part of the first movie for me. So like I think this one, I just hope he doubles down.
He was a great part
I
of it.
can't believe that Jim Carrey is coming back for more of these movies.
I'm so happy for him. I'm so proud of him.
I know.
I'm glad that this is what he latched onto for some fucking reason. Like he was like, this is the one that I like.
He's perfect. Yeah. And he can really put his own stamp on the character. Like I love it. So I think he's gonna be great.
I just can't believe that out of all the video game franchises ever created, Sonic is one of the few that got a sequel.
I just want to say how much bullying worked. Oscar for my birthday got me the poster, of course, the original design of Sonic. And I'm telling you, if we did not bully this company,
after we just went on like a 10-minute rant about bullying sucks.
No,
like,
if we did not bully this company, they would have never gotten a sequel. They would never gotten a TV spot. Now they're getting a third movie and a TV spot. I'm telling you, if this movie came out in the way it was going to originally, they would have lost every bit of money. They would have gotten everything would have failed, and all these people would have lost their job. So, like, I do hate crunch. I do. They probably went through some bullshit in order to have to rewrite this movie because I know they rewrote it.
Yeah,
like we can't pretend they didn't. Like, but I think it's the best case scenario of what could have happened there. Like, I still love the fact that this was the highest grossing superhero movie of 2020 because it beat Marvel. It beat Marvel out because Marvel didn't release a movie because of COVID. Like, this is like the perfect storm of the best movie ever. Like, I'm so happy that this exists.
Number one in competition of one.
Yes, I'll be seeing this day one as well. The same way I saw the last one day one, and it's going to be amazing. It is Oba.
Yeah.
Is very committed, just like Jim Carrey is for some reason. All these A-list people love this movie for some fucking reason. I'm excited.
I mean, like speaking of Idris Elba, like you said, he's getting a TV show on Paramount Plus. Like they're going all in on fucking Sonic.
They're doing a Sonic spinoff, right?
Yes. And Sonic 3 has also been announced already.
And Sonic 3,
or not a Sonic. The spinoff is going to be about Knuckles, right?
Knuckles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fucking fire.
Yes,
that's
and then
amazing.
we're also getting a third movie.
Hell
yeah.
Which
begs the question: will we see a Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 3?
That would be too soon, I feel like, but I feel like they gotta. You gotta do it while you can.
We gotta wait till Sonic 5 or 6.
You only got so much time, so do it now.
You gotta do it while the fire's hot, man.
There's a reason that Tails and Knuckles are also in the same movie, which also doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Tails was already good friends with Sonic at the point that Sonic 3 happened, so this makes me mad.
Right.
The canon's
I'm upset about,
but it's whatever.
Because this should be Tails' movie, but I get it. You need a villain that Sonic can fight.
Yes.
So
no one thought they were gonna get a third movie, so they were just trying to work fast. Sonic 2 was all
excited
about
for my
Tails.
boy Tails. Flying a plane, even though he can fly, whatever.
They're gonna meet for the first time in
I think so.
this sequel movie.
I don't think they're friends yet.
It seems like they don't know each other. Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense. Knuckles
Right,
is
right,
not
right.
until Tails has already been a very established character.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's kind of annoying.
Oh, the breaking canon. Brian, he's about to get mad.
I'm upset about it, but I also understand that we're working on borrowed time very hard. So do what you got to do.
It's true. Like in another reality, Sonic should not have gotten this far.
Absolutely not.
So let's see. Are we more excited? I personally have my own opinion, but are we all more excited to see Tails or more excited to see Knuckles?
Knuckles. Tails is lame.
Yeah, Tails
I've
sucks.
told Oscar this for
Tails.
20 years at this point. That Tails is fucking lame and Knuckles is the best.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
I remember in the Sonic TV show, like the Saturday morning cartoons, I
Oh, yeah.
despised Tails. Like anytime that Tails had lines, I was like, just no.
Just stop.
I think that's why I like him more too. I gotta support the underdog.
He's so lame, dude. Tails is so fucking lame.
Yeah, Tails is
He's the
trash.
most loyal best friend in the world, though.
Play Sonic
Get
Adventure 2
another
and then
hobby.
look at Tails. Tails is supposed to be the smartest motherfucker, but he's so damn dumb. He's in Sonic Adventure 2, he's the dumbest person ever. He's like, Dr. Eggman does this weird like sleuth thing. Spoilers for Sonic Adventure 2. I'm sorry, anybody that hasn't played this game that came out
For like a 30-year-old
Oh,
game.
dear.
21 years ago. Tails does this thing where
Oh.
he makes a fake Chaos Emerald, and then he's trying to give it to Dr. Eggman to like fuck up his plan or whatever. Dr. Eggman's like, "Oh, you tried to give me a fake emerald," and Tails' dumbass is like, "How did you know it was fake?" And he's like, "You fucking idiot! You just told me. Like I was bullshitting, and you confirmed it that it's fake." And he's like, and then Sonic gets spaced, and he blows up, and he dies. It's Tails' fault.
Whoa, Sonic dies? Okay, I'm actually a little surprised.
Sonic
That's
Adventure
pretty
2
dark.
is a great story. It's like Goofy dying in
that's
Kingdom
so
Hearts
funny.
2. It's that kind of same feeling where it's like, damn, what the fuck? It's really good. See, Tails sucks.
Brian, we need to get you to voice Tails in something.
I want to. I want to be like Danny DeVito with Pikachu. I just want to be fucking 18 cigarettes deep. Is fucking Tails.
Oh man.
Do we think that Knuckles is going to be climbing some walls? Because I know that was a big move of his in the game, right?
I don't know about climbing walls,
Yeah.
but he will glide for sure.
I mean, he's snowboarding, so maybe he'll jump off the snowboard and then fly down a mountain or something.
Yeah, that was very Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure.
how's he gonna keep
I
up
don't
with
think
Sonic?
the snowboarding
Yeah.
existed until Sonic Adventure, so they're trying to They're trying to actually give the fans what they want. Like
I mean, they gave Eggman a big robot,
Right.
so it looks awesome.
I really appreciate like the care that they're putting into this movie. Like they actually do care about like fan service, and I think that's
This one looks
amazing.
like it was intentionally made to be a Sonic movie.
right.
now.
Exactly. They have a real script and not just Control F, put Sonic where Hero is. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like we're doing the weird ring portal thing in this movie anymore.
Right.
So they might get rid of that. Who knows? I don't know.
I mean, I feel like origin
But-
stories are always kind of,
It's fair.
Yeah.
but when you get,
Yeah.
especially for like superheroes, but when it's finally like established, that's when you can really get going.
Did you say superheroes?
Yeah, I did.
Stupid. Like, all right, Chucky from Rugrats. I don't.
Superhero. Is that not what we're talking about?
Superheroes. They're
Stuper?
stupid.
No, I mean,
Stupid.
sure. If you want to call Sonic a stupid hero, you can do that.
Yeah. Would I be wrong in saying that?
No arguments from me.
Oh, so fun. When's this come out, Brian? April,
April
March?
8th.
Something?
Hell yeah,
There
bro.
we
April
go.
1st. What?
Don't say April 1st. It's not a joke. I will not
That
be
would
fooled.
be amazing.
I go to the theater. There's just no movie. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just a blank screen.
Okay. What else is coming out? What else did we see here?
Next one, Jurassic World Dominion had a trailer that came out.
I didn't,
I'm just excited.
Whatever.
To see the OGs. That's all I care about, really. I don't really give a
For
crap about
me-
Chris Pratt in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't really have like a lot of attachment to Jurassic Park or any of that, but like it just felt so tired, like bringing in the old stars from like the old movies,
I
Yeah,
agree.
but I'm just glad they did it because they did it before. So it's like, yeah, okay. That's how you'll get me into the theater to see it, is just because
And,
of
like,
Alan
it looks
Grant.
like Chris
and,
Pratt,
I
like Chris
can't remember
Pratt doing
what
the
it
thing
is.
of like trying to touch the dinosaur nose again. Like, who cares, dude? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be fun, but like,
I'm interested to see how this ends.
I'm
Right.
interested to know that it's ending.
I mean, first movie I thought was decent. Like Jurassic World, the first
Yeah.
movie was good. The second one was boring as hell. I'm sorry. It was
Yeah.
not a good movie.
that was bad. The second one was bad.
It was real bad. Also, is Jeff Goldblum in this? Like, I feel like they maybe
Yeah.
revealed him, but maybe it wasn't as big as I don't know. Like, I just feel like I saw him in the background of a scene, not like, oh, big reveal. Jeff
Well, he was
Goldblum.
in the second one, so that's probably why it's not as big of
Oh,
a. They didn't make
well,
it as
there you
big of a
go.
deal in this one.
Okay, I
So,
didn't
but
listen
it
to
looks
the
like he's
first
playing a bigger role where he's actually like not just in a courtroom talking. He's actually going to do some running around with dinosaurs. So
one. Right.
Running around with dinosaurs. That's the whole plot of these Chris Pine Jurassic World movies.
He said Chris Pine Jurassic World movies.
What is the guy? There's too many damn
Chris
Chris.
Pratt.
They're the same.
Chris Pratt.
It's fine. They're the same.
Yeah, the Mario guy.
One's more religious.
Yeah.
Every Jurassic
Chris
Park
Pratt.
or World movie can be narrowed down to they're just running around with dinosaurs.
100%. And then he reaches out slowly to touch one of them.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Every movie.
Yeah.
I think the montage, it looks like there's going to be a montage of like just dinosaurs in everyday situations, just blowing stuff up. That'll be cool. That'll probably be the best part of the movie.
It is weird seeing like raptors in Paris or wherever the hell they are. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Istanbul. I don't know where they were, but it's just like, this is a little weird, but okay.
Yeah.
I like that they're doing the bird dinosaurs. That's kind of cool and interesting.
Yeah, but who cares? Yeah, that'll be cool.
Okay.
Like, because that'll like to be what they actually looked like, maybe closer to what they actually looked like. That'll be cool.
Who knows?
Let's go history.
Next. Oh, a couple left. The Lightyear trailer came out a week back. I only brought this up because I'm actually genuinely excited for this. I think this looks like a lot
It's
of
better
fun.
than I expected.
I still don't really know. It does look like a good movie, but I can't not see that it's just weird that it's Buzz Lightyear. Like it's just weird. It's so dramatic and serious.
I kind of love it. I think my biggest question was, because this is supposed to be like the in Toy Story universe movie that inspired the toy.
Yeah.
Right.
Does that mean that technically it's supposed to be live action since Andy's a
To them.
cartoon?
I
Like
think
in
so,
his
yeah.
world, is he seeing a live action
This
movie?
this is like a real ass movie.
In
Like,
their world.
Right, but it's not like animated within Andy's own world. In Andy's
Right.
world, it's live action.
It's
Yeah,
live action to
agreed.
the animated people.
Yeah.
So it's also
I just think
animation.
that's hilarious.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's that kind of thing.
It just looks fun. It looks like Toy Story Star Wars. There's like a big like Zurg is a big Darth Vader. I'm just excited to see that. And it looks
Yeah.
like they put a lot of effort into the epicness of a big space odyssey.
I just need to
Mhm.
see him fly and say and to infinity and beyond. Like, what are we
Yeah.
waiting
It's got to
for?
happen. And it's going to be a big deal,
Yeah.
too. And I hate that's going to be a big
It'll
deal.
probably end. You know what? It's gonna end with him saying to infinity, and then it's gonna end.
No, the post credits will be and beyond.
I wonder if we'll see like Andy go into the theater to see it at the beginning and at the end.
They
of
gotta
the
have
movie.
some kind of Toy
Interesting.
Story like cameo, right?
Or if it's just gonna be like we're Andy seeing it. It'll be
Mm.
interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I still need to see Toy Story 4, so it doesn't really matter.
You still haven't seen that movie? Go watch that fucking movie, bro. What the fuck?
I know.
Oh, yeah,
I know. I
with
need
the
to see
spork,
it.
I haven't seen that either.
It's
I need to
better
watch
than you
it.
expect. I thought the fork was
Number
going to be
3
stupid.
made me cry, so I'm still fragile.
I feel that. You'll
Yeah.
probably
Still traumatic.
you'll probably still end up crying.
I kind
I'll
of
be
wish they
honest with
hadn't
you.
done
It was
4.
so real. Like I'm just not ready yet.
We'll do that sometime, right? Toy Stories.
Sure.
Probably at
Why
some
not?
point. Maybe for Lightyear. Who knows?
The first
Yeah.
CG movie, actually. Fun fact.
Is that true?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
True
Yeah, there
story.
you go.
Isn't that crazy?
That is kind of crazy that we saw it in our lifetimes. It's
There might
weird.
have been like CG like TV shows potentially. I don't think so. Anything noteworthy. It was definitely the first CG like feature film though.
Right.
And they came this
That's pretty
close to losing everything. They had everything on one hard drive,
Mhm.
and the
I
fucking
do
building
remember.
burned down.
They almost fucked it up.
And then she brought it home, right? That one lady brought it home, and like she had it on her like
Something.
disk
Yeah, I
drive
can't
at home,
remember.
and they saved. That's how they
It's a
saved Toy
miracle.
Story 2.
They had it backed up in some crazy old computer or something, and they spent months just like I forget the term. I'm not an editor anymore. When you have to re-find the clips that are on a different drive, it's just like such a long process to like, especially for something that's completely digital. All those assets, you just gotta like drag and drop into new
Right.
folders and find things. Oof, that sounds like a nightmare. It's a miracle that this movie came out.
I saw in a meme or something that like she is now the producer of this Buzz Lightyear movie.
Whoa.
The lady that saved Toy
Oh,
Story
that's
2.
so funny.
She produced this one apparently.
They should have a statue of her at Pixar.
Yeah,
Honestly,
right.
right. She saved this entire
Day one of everyone's training. So everybody remember to save your work, back shit up.
Right. And
Yeah.
pray to the statue in the lobby.
She's like the most tenured person at Pixar. It's like you cannot fire her. Like she saved Toy Story 2. You can never fire her.
Right.
It's like she hasn't shown up to work in 3 weeks. It's like can't fire her. She's doing important things.
She doesn't even work here anymore. What are you talking about? Nope.
She left 3 years ago. No, she's still here.
You better be paying her.
She's still on the payroll. All right, next trailer. DC released like a big 2022 The World Needs Heroes, they called it, trailer, which kind of showcased the movies that are coming out this year. which I was mostly only excited because we got our first like more footage of Black Adam, and I will say the Rock's the least interesting thing for me in that trailer, but it looks pretty good. It looks better than I thought it would.
It looks good. I'm still offended by the name, but it looks good.
And also, like, this is such a DC thing. It's like we don't have any one thing for you, but just look at the stuff we've been doing good. Look at that. Like, see, we did Aquaman pretty okay.
Right.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. It
Trash.
was like a trailer of a bunch of trailers. Just give us one trailer,
Yeah.
guys. Just give us one thing.
DC is clowning, dude. They just are
They
dysfunctional
suck
as
at
hell.
this.
Like,
It's yeah.
it's like, hey, can we
a
give the
little
people
weird.
like one trailer for Flashpoint? Nah, but like we can just show some clips of all the random movies we have going on.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really know what they're doing, but whatever. I was just glad to see. We got to see Hawkman, which was he looks cool.
Hawkeye, Hawkman, yes.
Yeah, not Hawkeye, Hawkman. Sorry. Dr. Fate, fucking Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is so cool, and I'm so looking forward to it. He's wearing the helmet and everything. I can't believe they did it. It looks great. And yeah, The Rock is.
The Rock.
It's probably gonna be
He
the weakest
exists.
part of this movie.
It's
To
gonna
be
be a Gal
honest.
Gadot situation.
He's not doing an accent, which no one thought he was gonna do an Egyptian accent. But he's just gonna be The Rock, which is probably the weakest point of the movie.
And you know what's sad, Oscar? He's probably going to make the most money out of any of these.
Oh my god, I know it is 100%. It's gonna be like Venom. It's gonna be like Venom, and China's gonna make all the money for it, and they're gonna make 15 Black Adam movies,
Yep.
and they're all gonna be the same shit.
China loves The Rock the same way that I don't know that we love Taylor Swift. I don't. It's terrible. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's 100% gonna make $1 billion, and then I'm gonna be so annoyed. We'll see. Yeah, we got Aquaman stuff, and the Flash has cool visors on his helmet. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's cool.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he put those those beetle eyes were so
The vi-
funny. I'm like, why is this such a serious moment right now? I thought it's like such a joke.
So he doesn't get bugs in his eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but man, that's funny.
Yeah. And then last trailer, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
What the fuck is
fucking
this?
Go, let's go. I'm
What
hyped.
the fuck is this?
I am ready for Chip and Dale.
No,
Why are they playing Doja Cat? What's
I
going
don't know.
on?
I don't know, but I'll take it.
no,
They had to blank out most of the song. It doesn't even make sense.
It's
no.
my best friend.
It's my best friend. He a now new bitch gonna get money. And what is this movie?
It's
It's
bouncy.
Detective Pikachu, but like raunchy. Random.
It's
what
bouncy.
is
It
See,
looks
fine.
weird as fuck, and I'm all for it.
Nope.
No one's voice is high. I don't understand. I'm very
Yeah,
confused.
they got the 2D animation in there and one CG. He got the CG plastic surgery. He says
Yeah, which
was
I thought
like,
was very funny.
that's fucking hilarious.
I loved it. Yeah.
I mean, we're already taking things like we're rebooting everything. Why not just make a reboot ridiculous and silly and not
Yeah.
take itself seriously like The Matrix should have?
It's Lonely Island.
If you're gonna make a
Yeah.
not serious comedy that doesn't take itself like just
Especially
go for it.
when you have like Andy Samberg and John Mulaney, like make it goofy as fuck. Play to their strengths. Make
Yeah,
it goofy
totally.
as fuck, man.
Mhm.
Like John Mulaney was a pig in Spider-Verse. He was a talking spider pig. Like just fucking go for
I
it.
don't know if y'all seen that TV show with him and Nick Kroll.
Big Mouth.
Yeah, that show. I hate that show.
It's
never
it's
seen
pretty
it, yeah.
good.
It's
The
something.
first couple episodes are hard to like digest.
It's
Like
a little cringy. but
that
it's-
comedy is very cringy, but
I don't like Nick Kroll. I'll be honest with y'all.
I don't disagree with you, but I do like that show.
Yeah.
It took some
Yeah.
warming up to, but once you can stomach it, it's pretty funny.
It just feels like this again.
And like, obviously super relatable. We all went through puberty, so it's just like
Sure.
reliving the past
Right.
in a
Have a
funnier
penis.
way.
Yeah.
Correct.
One other thing, just last thing about this trailer that I like the weird uncanny valley zone they go to at the end. Where they're like, we're in a weird place where no one looks great, but they're still there. And Seth Rogen's a weird CG man that can't look at them in the eyes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I expect like a bunch of cameos in this. And
Yeah.
The humor is super weird.
Yeah.
I don't.
it's so weird.
I don't know
It's
why
so
they chose to. I mean, I don't know why they chose to do it this way. This is very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
I
here
bet
for
you
it.
it wasn't until they got those two that the concept changed. I bet you they're like, let's just do a standard reboot. And they're like, oh shit, we got Andy Samberg and John Mulaney and Seth Rogen. They're like, yeah, we're going to make this weird as fuck now. Yeah.
I love some weird, so I'm here for it.
Yeah. So that's all of the major stuff, major trailers, lots of trailers. So
Mhm.
this was kind of nice to just kind of break all the
Lots of
crap
good
down.
movies.
I'm only excited for Sonic. I don't care about anything else. Sonic forever.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at me.
Brian's gonna go dressed as Sonic.
Sonic and the Rings of Power.
I'm in for
Oh
that.
my god, that's so good. You guys, shall we move on to the final segment of the week,
Let's do it.
which we like to call Free for All, title pending. This is a segment, listeners, where we can kind of do whatever we want. We can recommend something. We can talk about our day. We can take a nap. We can yell at each other. We can do whatever we want. It's free for all. Who'd like to go first?
I could actually go first because Alex was going to. He was
Nope,
looking
go
pretty
for
excited
it.
about it.
Go for it. I am excited, but you go
I
for
have
it.
something that I've been excited about this week that I've started playing. I'm playing a video
Ooh.
game that's it's actually a free to play game. If anyone has a decent enough computer, I would recommend it. It is called Lost Ark. It's a new massively multiplayer online game that has recently come out. It was originally a Korean game that came out in 2019. I did not think I was going to like this game. It's very Diablo-esque, isometric camera, very small characters. Like everything about it, I was like, I'm not going to like this game. I love this game. I'm having so much fun. I just got to quote unquote max level. But there's like a soft cap to the level that you can get. So now I'm starting to get into like the end game stuff and figure that out. This game is amazing and also hilarious because it is very Korean, and Korean people have very much a different feeling on gender, sex, roles, things like that. So certain character classes are set to a certain gender. So like I'm playing a bard right now. So bard, makes music and stuff like that. They're a support character. Homegirl is wearing high heels, fucking slaying. She looks ridiculous every single time that I see her on my screen, and it's so crazy. But I can only be female. I cannot be a male character for a bard. And there's a lot of characters, like if you're a warrior, you can only be a dude. You can only be a big hulking man meat. Everyone's beautiful in this game. There's no unattractive character in this game. The men hot, the women hot, anything in between hot. The bees are hot. There are bees in this game. They're hot. Why are the bees hot? I don't understand. Why do you have to make them sexy?
Sounds like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
The bees are hot. I'm talking about, the insects. They're hot.
Like
They're
insects.
sexy. Why are they sexy? I met a fucking...
They're insexy.
I met a pirate. The pirate was in high heels. What coal cell did the pirate get to between, scallywagging or whatever the fuck pirates do? It doesn't make any sense to me. This game is very, very sexy for no reason. But I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying the game a whole lot. My favorite part was we were in war. So everyone's like bloodied and in this armor and shit. Like, oh no, we're never going to win this war against the whatever the fuck. And then I come out fucking slaying in all pink. And it's like, I don't feel like I belong here. Just serving. I'm just slaying the entire time. Like I'm wearing high heels. My booty shorts are just up my ass crack. And they have the nerve to call them leg guards. I don't think I saw it. I wanted to send it to you guys, but I had a piece of gear called leg guards. And then the item, they were panties. No leg was guarded in these leg guards.
Just guard the important bits.
Yeah, what legs do you need to guard? Fuck your legs. It's whatever.
Yeah,
but I've been having a lot of fun with that game, so I would recommend, even though it's
That's
very misogynistic and in male gaze for sure. But I think they are going to try to fix that for the Western audience.
That's funny.
That's
Very
cool.
nice.
Sounds fun.
I can go next, actually, because I also playing a video game. I started playing the new Horizon Forbidden West game that came out.
Oh,
hell
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've only played probably like an hour or two.
Finally got some like current gen games to play on your new current gen system.
I know. Finally, it's only taken like another year. But yeah, no, it looks great. It's just nice to be back in that world, considering it's been, I feel like 4 to 5 years, and I was like, damn, what the fuck happened in that last game? I had to remember. Luckily, there's a nice little recap video. I was like, oh, okay, that's
nice.
right. But it's cool. The gameplay's still fun for the little bit that I've played. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm mostly there. Well, the gameplay's fun, but I like to know the story because that was one surprising element from the first one that I really genuinely enjoyed. Was the story of it, and so I'm excited to see more of how that expands in this game. I will say that there's a nice recap, but it does benefit you to play the first game because there are characters that like you should know beforehand.
Also,
But,
it's a good game, so you should just play it.
Also, yeah, it's a great game.
I've only played like an hour of the first one.
I'm about to say, I played at your house, and that's not your house. Yeah.
I wasn't really interested in it for the longest time, and I just kept hearing like great things about it. So I need to try. I need to pick it up again and give it another shot.
I just rebought it on PC because it was on sale. So now I actually probably play it all the way through. I've only played a couple of hours on PS4 back in the day.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a fantastic game, and
Mhm.
this one seems, for everything that I've heard about it as well, this one just should be just as good, if not better. So
Nice.
yeah,
I believe
looking
it.
forward to it.
Did you hear about how it's gonna take hundreds of hours to complete it, to 100% it?
No, it's not. You're lying to me.
I was read an article about that. It's gonna be a
Oh,
Valhalla.
why?
I don't know if it ended
I
up being
want.
that way, but I saw that before the game came out, that's what they were claiming, that it was gonna take
Wow.
hundreds
Oh,
of
I
hours to
hope
100%
not.
the game.
I'm
Oscar,
so
you can't live like that anymore.
Hundreds, like more than 100, like
More
at
than
least
100.
200.
no.
Like I
suppose.
can
40
handle like
max.
100,
40
2
max.
hours to
I
100.
I
Like
can't handle even 100 hours. If it's any more than 40, I suck my dick.
I mean,
hate
but
you.
like I've never 100%ed a game. I can definitely like play a game for 40 hours for like the full story and
Sure.
majority of the
Yeah.
side quests.
You're playing
Yeah.
whatchamacallit right now, Final Fantasy, so you know that life.
Yeah, I'm about 40 hours in. I'm almost done with the full game story, and I finished most of the side quests. But I probably will not get like a platinum trophy, and that's fine. That's totally fine for me.
You just upset me, Brian, deeply.
Yeah.
I do know that's something that you cannot like handle living without, Oscar. So good luck with that. That sounds rough.
You know, Oscar, I think you just got to
I hate
change your approach to these kind of games, man.
I know. I need to rewire my brain.
just don't do, like, you can do all the side quests; those are worth it. But you just don't want to do all the like question marks of like, oh, this chest. You don't need to do all those.
Yeah.
Like the
The
fetch
lore,
things.
Devin.
Do you read all those artifacts you pick up? I left that part of me behind a long time ago. As
I
well.
do. I
Ooh.
didn't
I
at
don't do
first.
that.
Once I beat the actual game and I went back and just did everything, I read them then.
Oh, I see.
But no, not initially, no.
Man, I remember the first time I played the tangent here, going off the rails. The first Dragon Age game, I was reading everything.
Oh hell no!
And I was like, man, this shit's
Still haven't
taking
beaten that yet either.
That was probably the last time that I read everything. Whatever the next game that I played was,
Too
I was
much.
like, I'm not gonna read any of this shit, and my life has been so much better.
Imagine beating Assassin's Creed, but then not beating Dragon Age. Like, why do you hate your life?
I don't know.
Dragon Age first of all, Dragon Age is amazing. Please beat that game. Origin is so fucking good.
So sad
You know
inside.
what's not good? Any Ubisoft game. So
Any Ubisoft.
Man, they would be good if they were 40 hours.
they're all the fucking
That's it.
same.
That's
It's all
it.
just collectathons.
I know.
fucking boring.
It's so stupid.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it.
Funny.
So speaking of collecting things and changing the subject to something that's better than Assassin's Creed, for my free for all, I just watched. It's not a video game, but it's an amazing movie that I just watched a couple nights ago. So Bambi and I love watching movies together, and there's so many movies from like our generation's childhood that I feel like I somehow missed out on. And so like, every now and then we'll rewatch something from either one of our childhoods to kind of share and be nostalgic with together. And a lot of times they're things that I've just completely slept on somehow, like just didn't know about or never got a chance to see. And so the other day we watched something that we've been wanting to check out for a long time, something that I have never seen, but a household favorite of Bambi's and probably a lot of other people's.
This build up, bro. What you watch?
This better be a damn good
What the
movie.
fuck you watch,
was,
bro?
It was amazing. It was Elmo and Grouchland.
Oh,
Oh my
all
God.
that for this?
Yo,
What the fuck?
what? Are you kidding me? Yo, first
I'm
of
leaving.
all-
I'm walking out.
First of all, Sesame Street still slaps. Still a great TV show. I don't know if you guys saw the HBO documentary about Sesame Street and the creation of it. Great film.
Yeah.
I saw Elmo say balsamic vinegar.
What?
That's a big word for Elmo.
Oh.
Balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, Elmo can't read. He talks about that in the movie. But yeah,
Oh, he
this
can't
movie,
read.
he's like, Elmo can't read yet. Someone gives him a sign in the movie. He's like, here, just follow these directions. He's like, Elmo can't read.
Elmo, you're like 46. What the fuck?
Oh, he says Elmo hasn't learned to read yet. No, he's like 3 years old or something. Forever.
Still? Oh, it's like ass catching. It's that kind of
Forever.
situation.
Yeah. But man, yeah, this movie was great. It had some phenomenal songs that were slapping hard. The story was enriching. So it starts off, the opening song, Elmo is just waking up and hanging out with his blanket. This blanket that he loves. He calls it Blanket. It's his best friend in the whole world. He goes everywhere with Blanket. Even though, we don't really see Blanket in the TV show, but in this movie, you're in Elmo's like bedroom.
Yeah.
It's very
It's big
personal.
Elmo canon.
He's hanging out with Blanket. They're flying around the whole city like it's a damn magic carpet. And he's like, yeah, this is my Blanket. He goes everywhere with me. I fucking love him. He's my best friend ever. And then he hangs out with one of his other like new age friends, Zoe, who kind of came out when we were like maybe 10 or 12. I'm not sure.
Isn't Zoe homeless?
I remember Zoe.
Zoe
Yeah,
ain't got no house.
I don't know too much about Zoe. She's kind of like she kind of looks similar to Elmo.
She's like pink,
but has
right?
got more hair. Yeah, she's pink.
Yeah.
Zoe ain't got no house.
They call themselves
Look at his Oscar the
monsters,
Grouch, it's fine.
which I wasn't.
Oh shit.
I wasn't. They call Elmo's like calls himself a little monster. I was like, word. I like have always wondered.
Oh, he's a Lady Gaga fan.
I've always wondered if they were supposed to be puppets, if they're supposed to be like made up animals, but no, they're monsters. Aside from like Big Bird.
I thought they were
They're
Muppets.
sand people.
They say people, yeah, hell yeah. Tuskins.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
God.
think Muppets is a different IP entirely. Like they're
I think so, but I think they're also
Yeah.
called Muppets. I think that Sesame Street are also considered Muppets.
I don't know
You
about that.
can-
I
you
mean,
can look it
they're
up.
all
I'm
they're all
pretty
puppets,
positive.
and I think they're all like the brainchild of Frank Oz and maybe another person. But I think Muppets and Sesame Street are like
There are different IPs, you're correct.
brands.
But Sesame Street is also Muppets.
Okay, word. Well, anyway, so this this girl Zoe and Elmo are hanging out, and he's got blanket with him, and Zoe's like, "Oh, can I check out this blanket you got? Like the blanket looks pretty cool." And Elmo's hesitant at first, but he was like, "Okay, sure, you can hold blanket." And then Zoe's like, "Oh wow, blanket's so soft. Like, damn, this blanket's fucking great." And Elmo gets a little stressed out. He's like, I think I would like my blanket back now." And Zoe's like, legit. She's like, "Well, hold on a second. Like, I'm hanging out with blanket. Like, give me one." And Elmo's like, "No, I need blanket back right now." And he kind of freaks out. Some shit happens. Blanket gets blown away and goes into Oscar the Grouch's trash can and disappears into Grouchland. So Elmo goes on this grand adventure into the trash can to enter this magical world. He literally goes through a portal, a different dimension, through the trash can into
The hero's
Grouchland,
journey.
this fantastic area where all the Grouches live.
Oh
And
my God.
there's no nice things. It's against the law to ask for help. They sell ice cream and then they drop it on the floor and give it to you. It's crazy. You go to the salon to get a haircut and they just like totally fuck your shit up, and then like you pay for that.
And you had to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, he's in Grouchland. This like human character, Huxtable or something like that. Huxley
Oh, okay.
is
It's like not Bill Cosby, I hope.
No,
Please.
no,
Yeah.
not Huxtable. You're right. He gets the blanket and is like, oh, he's just like a greedy character. He's like, he picks anything he wants and is like, oh, this is mine now, mine. You know, teaching kids that it's not good to share. Obviously,
Yeah.
the
Stealing is
lessons
okay.
are pretty clear. Yeah.
It's actually super cute. You should always steal.
So Elmo goes on this big adventure to get it back from this guy who's basically a bully, and all the Grouches learn to work together and be a little bit nicer to each other. And in the end, Elmo learns that it's okay to share blanket.
I cannot believe we just spent the last 5 minutes
That was
on that.
yeah.
Yo, I highly recommend this movie. I can't wait to watch it again and again. And the songs were
Wait.
Oh my
amazing.
God.
The songs were so good. Like
What was it called again? Elmo what?
in Grouchland.
Elmo and Grouchland.
Yeah, man. It's
I'm
on
not gonna watch. I'll be
HBO.
completely honest with you.
Well, that's good. And you know what? I'm glad you enjoyed that, Alex.
That is so funny.
Yeah, if you're not interested in this narrative movie, I would at least check out. Like, we all probably grew up watching Sesame Street
Sure.
in
Yeah.
some capacity.
Right.
I was poor like the Muppets.
Yeah, I would at least check out the documentary. I think it's called Street Gang.
Yeah.
The making of the Sesame Street, which is
Nice.
really phenomenal about like the creation and how much work and energy went into making the show every single day.
That's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Okay, guys. Mine is short and sweet. Basically, there was a headline that Oscar shared with me this week, and I just
Oh,
want
boy.
to take this moment to retract all my excitement and everything good I said about the Halo series on Paramount Plus. I take it all
Oh.
back. They said that they're going to reveal the Master Chief's face. That is complete and utter destruction. I don't like. That's just. This is a money grab. I am all the way out. I hate the show. Before I even saw the first episode, it is going to
No.
suck. They don't care about the source material. You're never supposed to reveal the Master Chief's face. We're not supposed to know what he looks like. I don't want to know what he looks like. Real Halo fans don't want to know what the Master Chief's face looks like. You shouldn't have done this. You're a mistake. You're a fraud. You're a hack. And everybody involved in the show should get out of show business and never make a show again, because this is a complete travesty. And I'm all the way out on the Halo show, and that's it.
Are you gonna watch it though?
Who's gonna be the face though?
It's just some.
I'm assuming
some
the
fucking
guy they cast, because don't they already have the dude cast as him? I'm assuming the same voice is gonna be his face.
I mean, not always, right? Like Darth Vader
That's true.
was different.
Yeah.
I don't know then.
I'm out on the show. I'm going to be the number one hater of the Halo live action series. And I hate to say it, that I have to die on this hill by myself probably, but I will be there with all the other true Halo fans that know that you're never supposed to reveal the Master
God.
Chief's face, because it could be you or it could be me.
Right.
And it's not supposed to be some generic looking fucking white guy that they pull out of any action movie. So I'm really fucking mad. I'm really mad about that.
I hope it's Jared Leto.
I hope it's a black elf.
Yeah, me too.
I'd be more okay with that, but no, I already know who they casted for it. It's like this very generic looking white dude. And
Yeah,
I'm not happy about
it's
it,
Porn
so.
Stash from Orange Is the New Black.
Oh, word.
He worked out really hard to be Master Chief, and he's a decent actor. Don't get me wrong.
he
but
worked
he
his
also,
face muscles. He's like, I want to
Yeah.
see my face.
Fuck
damn it.
him.
He also just looks like a white dude. He's just a standard ass white dude. Like,
Fuck
Is
him.
he bald?
he's not bald.
Fuck the
no.
directors. Fuck the writers. I'm sorry. I'm a little hurt right now that they would betray my trust like this.
It's gonna be okay, Devin.
Devin, what if they it was cable? They sent you an email and they would allow for you to put your face in the show. Would you be okay with it?
I'm back in. I'm all the way.
It's me.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be cool if if the TV's just like face scanning you, and then
Yeah.
like for every like home audience, it's just you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Master Chief. I'll be real.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. But in real talk though, it's a disappointing thing to learn. So
Yeah.
I'm
There's just
sad.
no reason. I don't feel like who fucking cares what he looks like. No one cares.
They all saw Mandalorian.
Master
and-
Chief went from a silent protagonist to being the most mouthy motherfucker on earth, and it really annoys me.
Mhm.
Like, I liked it better when it was just like, oh, Master Chief's you, whatever. Now he's like, yeah, I have all these quips. It's me, Master Chief.
I think that's why I think like the movie. Do you guys remember that real quick? That Dread movie, the one that came out a couple years ago.
Oh.
I think that's what they did a good job with that in the sense that Carl Urban is him, but they never take his helmet off
Right.
like in
Yeah.
the comics.
Yeah.
You never see his face.
That was a
But
great one.
also maybe the people that made Halo saw that movie made no money and they're like, nah, we can't do that. So I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm all the way out on the Halo series, so I'm all the way out.
All right, we'll see you in March or April whenever it comes out. We'll talk about it with you when you see it eventually.
That'll be amazing. You'll be back in. It's all
I'm
good.
gonna watch every
Yeah.
episode and I'm gonna be mad the whole time.
I bet it's gonna be a decent show until they show his face. I bet it'll be like midway
I hope
through
it
the season
opens
or
with
something.
his big bald head. You think it's the top of a halo, but then it keeps panning out and it's just his big bald head instead.
Or they like reveal it and they do it in such a great, like just the perfect way, and then I'm like, even I have to get on board with it. Like,
And then he makes out with Cortana.
Oof.
okay, well, I'd be out for that.
I'm out again.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh God.
We will see.
Yeah, we'll see. That's so funny.
This spring.
Thank you for listening, everyone. We hope you enjoy the show. You can email us at thefortressof@gmail.com. Fortress spelled F-O-U-R. Feel free to email us any feedback or recommendations or questions. Or if you want to tell Devin he's a big dummy.
Got him.
Dumb.
Ha.
Burn. Wow. Ouch. think
You
you're-
can
I
also
think you're
follow us
pretty
on
smart,
Twitter
Devin.
or
Thanks, man.
Instagram, also at the Fortress of, and Fortress of the YouTube channel. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma, tell your cat. Rate us 5 stars, preferably
No
anywhere
less.
you listen to us.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. If you want to check me out on the Instagram, you can hit me up, Peterson Films. You can also check out my website if you are trying to look for a amazing cinematographer or DP for your next short film, music video, commercial. Hit me up, petersonfilms.com. That's Peterson spelled Petersen. No O's in this, homie.
Let's fucking go. You can also follow me on, I guess, Facebook. It's ITZ, by the way. You can also follow me on
guess.
Instagram. I mean, if you want to. You live your life. I'm not a cop. I'm just a person. You can also follow me on Instagram at ITZ_, by the way. But you can follow me on twitch.tv/bythewayx.
you can follow me on Twitter at live action Halo series hater #1.
number one.
69, 420.
I was going to say Angry Master Chief. Yeah, but that works too. Thank you, Brian, for the art. Thank you, Alex, for the music. Devin, thank you for being here and expressing your great opinions. We love them. We love you, man. And thank you, Jackie, for helping edit the podcast every week, helping out. Happy holidays, everyone.
Woo.
And put a coat on. It's cold out there.
I gotta poop.
Is that new one?
I
was like,
actually just have to go to the bathroom.
I was like, is he gonna go shorts or dead groundhog? But he went poop instead.
Yeah,
All right.
I went with poop humor. Why not? We kept it 12 years old.
All right. We'll see you next week in another episode of the Fourtress of.
I do actually have to poop though.